Morning Drive with Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
Before the top of the hour, we're back on the Morning Drive. He was of a disappointment. So then a little toe tap and rejoin, and peek behind the curtain. When you ever hear a rejoin run a little long, more times than not, I'm pulling my headphone back and I'm Shazamming it so I can get it in my playlist. Seriously, SpongeBob SquarePants Stadium Rave?
Yeah! Jellyfish Jam, actually.
Hey! That's good. By the way, speaking of jelly, congratulations to Jelly Roll for winning the Country Music Award Best Artist of the Year. How about that?
I did not know that even happened. I'm glad you brought me up to speed on that.
I saw Jelly Roll and I got excited. I realized it was just a singer. Damn it.
Hey, Pete.
Yes.
What is today?
Today, Bagman, is Wednesday, April 5th, 2023.
Today is also the beginning of Passover.
Pharaoh's like, you guys need to start making pyramids and stuff. And then the Jews, these guys pass over. Literally.
There you go. There's the explanation, right, Davey? That's it.
That's what I was told going to Seder's growing up, yeah. Literally just passed over.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is Seder's?
So Seder's are, you can have them multiple nights during Passover, which I think is 7 days. But Passover is essentially the remembrance of the Jews' exodus of Egypt, and they didn't have enough time to let the bread rise when they were leaving, so they had matzah, which is basically just a thin cracker. So you can't have leavened bread, yeast, anything with really flour in it for 7 days. You can, or you can choose not to. I choose to observe it because it's a bit of a challenge. So have a Seder tonight with my family, and will not eat bread for another week.
Nice. Who knew Passover was the keto diet? It's perfect for you.
Basically, I need it.
And good luck to the Buffalo Saders tonight when they take on the Blackhawks.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
In stark contrast, today is National Deep Dish Pizza Day.
These old bones can't handle the deep dish anymore. It's just too much bread.
It's too much bread.
Maybe I'll get some for lunch. Get in my system.
Too much bread.
Coming your way, Petey.
Today is Gold Star Spouses Day, and we salute all of you.
Absolutely, we do.
Today is Go for Broke Day.
Back to Ross Chastain.
Here we go. It's National Bookmobile Day. Isn't it amazing how all the bookmobiles smelled the same when you went into them? Bookmobiles had a unique smell. Like yesterday was Librarian Day. Our library had you're smelling the books in there and the paper, and it just had a unique smell. It wasn't a bad smell, but they always smelled the same. Just weird.
Does Amazon have the Kindle Mobile?
I don't think so.
Because they don't have, they don't books and will they become electric mobiles at some point too? Like
probably.
Are they going to be combustion gas engines?
Can I ask a dumb question? Was a bookmobile just like a library on wheels?
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically.
I never heard of
it obviously
one, so.
didn't have all the books, but it had a various variety where you would go and they would open up the bookmobile. It would come into neighborhoods or it would go be at places. You go in, you would basically get a book and return it to wherever. They would have drop-off points, but
back
they
when the
brought
kids
the
used
library
to read.
Well, in the summer it would show up mostly. Yeah.
Did you guys do like Scholastic Book Fair? Like Petey, did you have that with
those.
Mia? Like they would bring those in and you'd have to, you could go pick out books and stuff. My mom would be like, pick out any book you want. And I'd be like, can I get a movie instead?
I got the sports almanac every year. That's all I got.
Yeah. Mia had that at St. Al's. It was a fundraiser. Yeah, we used to do it every year. Look forward to it. Who would win the race, though, the Bookmobile or the Wienermobile?
Wienermobile. It's more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Bookmobile.
Son, how do you cheat in a Wienermobile race?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Today is, and I thought of Sammy when I wrote this, National Walk Day. Sammy's been doing a lot of walking lately. And we're going to have
walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more.
Wow. How many steps you at, Sammy? What are you topping out at?
Daily, it's like 10. I do like 10,000 a day probably.
That's good. That's a lot.
Couldn't tell probably because of how I eat, but we're working on that too. Portion control, baby.
It's also something that a lot of folks would have a hard time with. Read a roadmap day.
East? I thought you said Weast.
Weast.
What kind of compass are you reading, lad?
This one, sir.
That's west, Patrick. You're fired.
Wow, 2 SpongeBobs in one calendar.
Getting a little crazy over here.
Yeah, it is. It's National Self-Care Day. Matter of fact, I'm going to be engaging in that later. I'm going to get my hair cut.
Atta boy. Get in there.
Mhm.
All right. Take care of the follicles, Peggy.
Today is Bell Bottoms Day.
Taco Bell bottoms.
Not those.
I had
Do you have
those.
a pair of bell bottoms? still?
I don't anymore, but I did in my Greg Brady days. Basically, that's what I looked like back then.
Today is National Dandelions Day. And by the way, speaking of dandelions, they're getting ready to do their thing. Yesterday, Petey, all the trees around here, the buds popped. Buckle up. Allergies are on the way, kids.
I pay good money for those dandelions not to come up in my lawn, if you know what I mean.
Today, I do know what you mean. Today is National Caramel Day.
Little sweet, take it off like a rocket.
By the way, caramel is the topping of ice cream. Carmel is the city in Indiana, like Carmel, Indiana's Dylan Welch, who'll be with Uncle Baggy in the booth for the truck race on Saturday at Bristol.
Just gonna wave over the fact that I'm also from Carmel.
I was gonna say you got Sammy and Danielle Trotta as well, correct?
Just a hater, dude.
I think it's been well documented,
Dude.
already that you're from Carmel.
Blame Bagman on that one.
You already acknowledged you with your walking. All right, you already had one.
All right,
That's enough.
I'll pipe down back here. Sorry.
Yeah. Shut it down. Shut it down. By the way, it's also National Flash Drive Day today.
They still make those? Are they necessary?
Do you remember when like a 2 gig flash drive was like $75? And it
Hell
was,
yes.
I lost one in high school, and it had all my like radio projects on it, and I cried because it was so expensive to buy a new one, and B, I lost all my hard work that I had worked on. And now you can get 2 gigs of memory for like, tree fitty, and it's just, it's easy.
Tree fitty.
Get a 128 gig one for like $20 or something like that.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Very cheap, depending on what you're doing, what you're getting.
What you're storing too.
All right, we got to press on here. On this day in 1869, Daniel Blakeman, the last surviving soldier of the U.S. Revolutionary War, died at the age of 109.
Good Lord. Salute. 109. No thanks. I don't need to be around that long.
On this day in 1892 in New York, the Ithaca Daily Journal published an ad introducing a new 10-cent ice cream specialty called a Cherry Sundae.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
With a cherry on top, Baggy. Don't forget the cherry. Thank you.
On this day in 1923, Firestone Tire and Rubber Company began the first regular production of balloon tires.
You buy 4 tires, I give you a full-size spare, absolutely free.
Hey, Guido. Nice.
On this day in 1933, the first operation to remove a lung was performed at Barnes Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri.
I almost coughed up one the other day. They could have saved a lot of trouble.
On this day in 1987, Fox Broadcasting Company launched Married with Children and The Tracy Ullman Show. Those 2 shows were the beginning of the Fox television lineup.
Absolutely. That was the launching pad right there.
On this day in... Actually, you know what? I missed one. I missed 1984. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became the all-time NBA regular season scoring leader when he broke Wilt Chamberlain's record of 31,419 career points.
Unbelievable. Man, oh
Lou
man.
Alcindor, as it were.
Yes, that's correct. Go to number 33. Correct.
LeBron's got it now, though.
Yeah, he does.
See, that was well, you thought that was big back then. Wait till you see what happens today.
I was just saying.
That's just factual. That's
recently.
factual.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know that, but we're talking about what happened then, not what's happening now.
Related.
But how many points did he score in Manitoba?
On this day in 2004, near Mexico City's International Airport, lightning struck the jet that Mexican President Vicente Fox was on.
Shocking.
Good Lord. All right, I'm going to move inside.
Birthdays today. Pharrell Williams is 50. Lily James is 34. Juicy J is 48. Lil Key is 23. Betty Davis would have been 115. Booker T. Washington would have been 167. Sterling K. Brown is 47. And Judge Matthias is 63. In the world of NASCAR, birthdays for Mike Bliss and Tyler Dipple.
Well, there you have it. Happy birthday, one and all, on this Wednesday, April 5th, 2023.